Dave, is Tommy Edman still on track to come back tomorrow?
He is. I think the bird has landed. He's somewhere floating around, and he will be active tomorrow. I don't got him slated to start, but he'll be in there on Wednesday versus McClanahan. But yeah, so we got an impending move coming, but we'll kind of wait till tomorrow night.
How do you see where he'll play defensively? I know at first it was going to be second base full time, but given who's out, is there a chance he can play in the corners too?
Yeah, I think I haven't made that decision yet, but it'll be second, third, and some left. And then, yeah, that's probably where I see him.
Does that mean he'll kind of move around just a little more than he has in years past?
I'd say so. I mean, you know, it's hard because I don't know when Teo's going to come back, but he's going to need to be spelled. You know, I like getting Max an off day here or there. You know, and then also obviously with second base with Miggy over there too. So and Freeland. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, he's going to be moving around a little bit.
How is Teo doing?
You know what, from what I understand, I haven't seen him today, but he's come along well, and our hope is that he gets out on a rehab and plays a couple games this weekend.
Is Tommy's ankle not a limitation at all?
From what I understand, not limited, and he's moving well, recovering well. We got him, you know, in the infield, we got him in the outfield, back-to-back, all that stuff.
How important was ensuring that ankle was 100% given how you need him to play around the infield?
It was important. You know, it's just for him, it's been a few years just nagging, and you know, even with the surgery, they were still kind of trying to get over the hump with feeling good. So it was important. It was, you know, just so we can hopefully get it behind us. But I think even with that, when he comes back, we're going to be mindful of like the playing time, and you know, probably a 3 or 4 time a week situation for a while.
Where is Edwin Diaz and his comeback?
Edwin is coming along really well. He's been playing catch. He should be throwing a bullpen here this week. So he is coming along really well, quickly. Don't know, you know, time of return, but everything, and it's coming up pretty hot. So he feels pretty good. So then you got the bullpen, the lives, and then the rehab, but it's, you know, hopefully we keep trending in that right direction.
Possible that it could be sooner than the All-Star break?
I would say anything's possible, but probably unlikely. But again, you know, until he starts, you know, doing the lives, and then we start seeing really how it looks, then I think we'd get a better idea.
As Teo has started ramping up, what has been kind of the biggest challenge for him?
I think the biggest challenge, the strength is there, this foot speed, he's running, you know, 20 miles an hour, whatever it is, so that's been really good, recovering well. I think just making sure that his swing is back so we can kind of pick up where we left off. So I think that's the thing we didn't do last year is, you know, he missed some time, and then we kind of just got him back in the lineup, and he just wasn't right. So just to make sure he's in a good spot physically, and then his swing is kind of reflective of that.
Now with Glass not keeping anything?
Glass is not doing anything, still just kind of hanging in there, not really any progress. Kike is making a lot of strides, doing some baseball activity, moving around, feels good. Still obviously going to take some time with what he's, you know, gone through. And then who's the last one? Snell. Blake. Yeah, Blake's doing well. Blake's doing really well. Blake is he's come along really well. Not sure when he's going to face hitters, but you know, that's obviously, you know, down the road. But Thawne playing catch feels good.
You're going to do the medical. I think the Mookie's back the last couple of days, and how he finished that road trip.
I thought even in Pittsburgh he started to hit the ball harder, and it was just kind of right at the guys, whether it's at the shortstop, the left field, or the center fielder. So quality of contact a lot better. You know, he was still getting a little you know, frustrated because they weren't falling, but the last couple days throughout some hits, I think he's put a smile on his face, hitting a homer. So, yeah, it's the arrow's pointing out with Mookie as far as how he feels, where his swing is at.
It felt like there was almost a disconnect between like, the quality of at-bats and even some of the contact and just the lack of results he was having before this last week. Or would you just kind of make him where he was at this season?
I think the word I would say if I had to sum it up is he's been searching. You know, I think all year he's been searching, and so nothing is stuck. So I think that we're in a good spot right now with the way he's feeling, the buy-in with the swing itself, and then now getting some results.
After all the off-season work that he did with the swing to really dig into it, were you kind of surprised to see him searching like that, or do you think the injury might be factored in?
You know, I don't know about the injury piece. I am surprised considering the work that he put in the offseason, where he was at in spring training, and then to kind of get back to ground zero. So, but hitting is hard, and, you know, it seems like the last few years, you know, we've always kind of had to rework things with Mookie's swing, and then he ultimately gets into a decent spot.
Dave Andy leads all National League outfielders in All-Star voting. How nice is it to see him continue to get rewards for the hard work he put in the offseason?
It's great. It's great. He's definitely, as we all know, he's not a self-promoter at all. He just wants to play baseball, and so for the fans to recognize that is really, they're getting it. They're getting it right as far as the person, the talent, the performance. And so that's really good to see. So hopefully he can keep playing well, and then you know, solidify that number one spot. That'll be fun to, you know, have him in Philly with me.
Dave, Max Muncy is going to be 36 in August, and that's considered for most players the downside of their career. Has he been able to get better both offensively and defensively at this point in his career?
I think the defense has been as good as it's been since I can recall. The way he's moving, period. The way he's catching it, accurate arms, always had an accurate arm. The body, he put in a lot of work with his body this offseason to put himself in a good spot. And then I think and that's helped the consistency of the swing mechanics, but also I think for me, Max has really matured as far as not letting things that he can't control bother him. I think in years past, when it didn't go well, it would start to, you know, speed up, and I think that now he's managed the lows, and the highs have been much more consistent, and he's just like, and I said this even last year or a year and a half ago, it's like he's just a better hitter now. And I do think that he values getting a hit more than he used to, and for me it's fun to watch him take at bats and, you know, be a hitter and then runs into a homer, you know. So it's fun, and I'm happy to see him at the top. But this All-Star game, if it works out, this is going to mean a lot to him.
Yeah, Dave, he's on track to make his first All-Star team in 5 years. Just how great is that to see?
That's great. It's great. You know, I think that he kind of came onto the scene pretty quickly, and then, you know, hit a bunch of homers and made a couple All-Star teams, 2 or 3. But then, you know, he had a little drought. So to, you know, see his name in the lights with all those other guys, I think that's a really personal, fulfilling thing for him.
Dave, just curious, Victor Wembanyama, he's shown comparisons to Shohei just in terms of transcending his sport early in his career. Were you able to catch any of him in the finals, and what do you think about that comp to Shohei?
I caught a little bit of it. Certainly a talented young player. I get the comps as far as, you know, transformational type player. Yeah, I mean, he moves the needle, you know, when he's performing, when he's playing, people want to see it. It's certainly unique and very talented.
David, is Shohei's Wednesday start still a go? And if it is there like a cautious plan or anything?
As of now, we're going to remain the same. So yes, as of now,